What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole, this is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Welcome.
Such a treat.
Here we are doing another episode. Wow.
Another thing. Doing
Another
our thing. Another time.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're all well. Recovered from the weekend, week, your midweek. Happy midweek. Happy hump day. I don't know. Who's to say? Whatever day you're listening, I hope you're well.
Yeah.
What's going on?
There's not enough songs about humps. There's like there's my humps, but then there's there's like do me baby. Do the hump.
Do the hump by Digital Underground. Yeah,
that's
you know how
great.
I feel about Digital Underground.
I think that's the only hump songs.
I don't know that I want that many hump songs. You know, it's really a terrible, disgusting word.
Well, and also it's a novelty song. There's no way, like, for some reason, those two songs I don't consider novelty songs, but like the word hump, I think if you're going to put it in a song, automatically it's kind of like, is this a novelty song?
Yeah, I feel like Weird Al Yankovic has definitely, it's in the, the realm of like.
Yeah, like a parody.
Like Dr. Demento, fucking Weird Al Yankovic, yeah.
Or like I would love a Macarena, but a hump. Like let's make it into a like,
girl, it's the age of TikTok. You can make this happen. I believe in you, okay? Like,
you're right.
This is your time. You can make
right.
a hump dance for everybody, for the world to see.
Yeah, a little bit like left shoulder, right shoulder, crotch to the front, crotch to the back.
Hump your furniture. I don't know.
Hump your friend. Hump a stranger. No,
don't do that. Consent is very important.
On a dance floor where everyone's already signed a waiver and is consenting, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Air humping. That's what it is. There's no other people involved. Maybe eye contact. Like you like maybe you look at someone and you hump the air. No, I'm not saying you have to like it, but
yeah,
that's part of the choreography.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well,
all right.
Now that we got that out of the way, do we have any business?
Oh yes, we have business. Okay.
I think this is our fucked up of the week. It's a all encompassing fucked up of the week, I think.
Yeah, this is our fucked up of the week. We fucked up. We had a P.O. box for a while.
Oh, for like years.
For a good long time. Yeah, for years. And obviously like in the pandemic and just things got messed up. So like Erin's been checking our P.O. box every week.
There was a time after I gave birth that I just didn't check it for like probably like a couple months there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I want to say.
Well,
maybe more.
But you were checking it and you were getting into it and there was no mail at some point.
I would go like every week, like once every week or every 2 weeks basically to go check the mail. We never got that much mail, but I I got back into checking it on a regular basis after giving birth, you know?
Yeah.
So I gave birth in September and I went the other day to get the mail and got a notice like saying our P.O. box needed to be renewed. And I was like, oh, okay, no biggie. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So I go in and I texted you first. I was like, did you get any notice or anything? Because like I didn't know if it was linked to your email address because I know you set it up. And so
no, it's all like analog. The fucking post office.
Fucking post office, man. So I go in there into the like actual post office, physically into the office of the post office, and I was like, hi, can I like renew this P.O. box? And they check it and the lady's like, no, because this box has been rented out to somebody else since November.
It was their notice then to renew it. Like
they didn't even remind themselves because I still was using the fucking key and somebody else has been using that P.O. box too. So I was like, okay, well then I guess I should give you the key back because
oh my God, because this is no longer ours.
Yeah, like I think that's a federal offense, first of all, to like just be taking mail out of somebody else's box now that it's not ours. But it was our box for so
We didn't
long.
know.
And
We didn't know it wasn't our box.
well, and so I didn't get a notice, and I'd
Yeah.
been checking it. You know, I gotten mail from there many times before, and there was no
Yeah.
notice in there. But then apparently the notice said that it was expiring in, September of last year. So, well, that just really
Whoops.
just slid through the cracks there. So
Oh,
we have a new PO box now.
we have a new P.O. box. It is, I will read it out loud. It is P.O. Box 41293, Long Beach, California, 90853. What a treat. And it's also, we're piggybacking it on my Etsy store, which I do mail stuff. So I'll be there and can check it. So far, I haven't gotten any mail, not even junk. So, yeah, but I was not expecting any to begin with. But so we have one, but it's different from what it was. And listen, not the first time that this situation has happened to me this year. So the mail the post office is a mess. They're understaffed, overworked. They're government funded, which means they're underfunded. And yeah, it's just a whole big thing. So
well, we love the post office. The
We
post
love the
office
post
is great.
office.
They
Yeah.
do many good things, but
provide
in
an
this
essential service.
in this particular case, specifically having to do with PO boxes, they're not on it. I cannot believe we had a PO box for free basically, but also shared.
Yeah, we had a shared.
It was like an Uber pool for PO boxes,
I know. Oh yeah.
which I don't think exists anymore because of the pandemic. So,
But it's like, I'm like also thinking it's like when you get DoorDash and then you get someone else's order and you're just like,
and it's like on the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, someone DoorDashed Wendy's at like midnight recently in our building and didn't come down to get it. Like they somehow buzzed the person into the building and the people left it in the lobby, and then they just like, maybe they were drunk and fell asleep or something. I don't know. But the next morning there was like Wendy's, a bag, just like a little DoorDash bag of Wendy's sitting on the bench in the lobby, and I was like,
oh, bummer.
What? I know. Someone
what a waste.
Get their junior bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So
like, and there's like a Frosty in there or some shit. Oh,
I would have taken it even if it was room temperature.
Dude, honestly,
no, I wouldn't. Ew. It's just sitting there all night.
I might have dipped a fry, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
There was no Frosty, so the experiment.
Maybe there was one and it got taken.
Maybe that they came down and then they were like, "Fuck this other stuff," or it was someone else's order. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, I got this. None of this I want to eat, but I do want the Frosty. Heading back up. Then it's like, throw it away, you know?
Yeah, I would still take it up. I would. You never know. You might want to pick at it. You never know.
Yeah, I'd pick at it. Yeah, I'd pick at it.
Oh, my God. Well, what a tragedy that is. So,
yeah.
Wendy's left in the lobby.
Yeah.
P.O. boxes just being
someone
shared
else's.
by the public. Yeah.
It's just someone else's now. I feel bad. I think someone made some jam and sent it to me. So I'll message them, but it's it happens. So what are you going to do? I don't know.
We got a postcard that was very nice. Thank you. I forgot to show that to you. Just thank you for everybody who's ever sent us anything over the years. And so now fun. we have a new place to send it to, a new P.O. box. I'll read it again. It's P.O. Box 41293, Long Beach, California, 90853.
Ooh.
Okay. Now that our business and our fucked up of the week is out of the way, should we... Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
This is the last call for stories for our anniversary episode.
Like literally, if it's Wednesday, get it to us today because we are recording. We record tomorrow. On Thursdays.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and this is our last regular episode before our anniversary episode. So we want your stories. We've gotten an influx in them, and they are fucking chef's kiss to my butthole. I love them so much. They're so good. There's diarrhea. There's clogged toilets. There's everything we've asked for.
Oh, you guys really just bring in the heat.
Oh my God, bless. We love all of you so much. I love a person. Let me just say this.
Okay.
I love a person that is like, listened to your episode, was inspired, and also it jarred my memory of a diarrhea story. I had to send it to you. Like, because this is how I am. Like, sometimes you're listening to something and they'll mention something and you're like, oh my God, I want to tell them this. But maybe they're not asking for it, but we're asking for it.
We are ass king for it.
We are ass kings. And we're asking for it.
Yeah, just anything, weird sex story.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be poop.
But sometimes it's both. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, like
crazy party stories, like anything like that, where it's like nobody got hurt, it was all fun, but like also,
yeah, everything's consensual, everything's on the up and up, but maybe there was a fun little side adventure, that you went on.
We've had exploding snakes on the like story spectrum, so let's be real, let's like let's get into it.
I want to
send
know,
us your weirdest fucking stories, man.
Like, how did you find out about what sex was? Like, did you have to ask a friend? Did your parents have a very awkward conversation with you?
Want to know that?
Were you told it was one thing by like another kid in your class or whatever, and you both had the wrong idea for like several years?
Just like about anything sexual or body related, or about the opposite sex that you just like had an idea in your head for the longest time. I want to know. I really want to know if you thought like, I don't know, periods were literally like laying eggs or something. I don't know. Kind of is, but
Yeah, I do want to know, like, I mean, some things still are mystifying to this day, if maybe you're not like, I don't know, there's probably some things I could learn a bit more about. You know what I mean? Kinks and stuff.
What's like the dumbest song lyric you ever sung at the top of your lungs in front of people that was totally wrong? Like, I want to know.
Ooh, that's good. I was listening to Steely Dan in the car earlier, and I was like, oh, that's what this says? I learned something new about a Steely Dan song every time I hear it, because I thought it was, it was, it was the song, oh God, I have one in my head and I know it's not that one, and I can't now get around it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's called FM. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like no static at all, and I always thought it said baby, but it says FM, no static at all, and then the guitar goes down.
Oh man.
Anyway, for me it would be a Steely Dan song. Have you ever gotten into a fight like I did when I was at karaoke and I turned off this woman's song because she was singing Meatloaf, and I said no Meatloaf.
No, thank you.
I said
Meatloaf.
I said we're all vegans here. Fuck off. I said this isn't music. This is straight garbage.
Meatloaf, beatloaf. Get this shit out of my face, Mom.
I said, loaf it or leave it. Leave it. I'm going to leave it. Better believe it.
Bitch.
Okay. Anyway, I think everyone gets the idea.
I think you get the picture. We could go on.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to talk today about something that is like it is, I think we've had conversations about it before over the past 5 years, for sure.
We did a Olympics episode on the IOC, right? Or was it
I think
Patreon thing?
Could have been a bonus episode. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys watching did you watch the Olympics?
Did you watch the Olympics?
We're in the middle of the winter, or we were in the middle. I don't know what the timeline for the Olympics is right now. Like, I don't know where we're at. Like, as
happening?
of recording,
I think it's over, but
as of like next week. But who's to say?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we just are Winter Olympics. We're in it. We had it. It happened, or it's happening. I don't know.
Yeah.
I personally believe that the Summer Olympics are way better. I'm still like kind of like I have the Olympics on in the background. I like
Mhm.
don't turn on the volume or anything.
Yeah.
I'm like have music on in the background, and then like we will have like the Olympics up and just like whatever event is on, you know, it's just like cool, support it, whatever. I personally think though that the Summer Olympics are the shit. Like they're way more fun. Like we got track and field, we got fucking
Gymnastics.
swimming,
Yeah.
all that shit. So
Yeah.
diving, like all that shit is so exciting. The Winter Olympics to me are like kind of meh. Like I feel like aside from like figure skating,
Yeah.
which is cool as fuck, everything about the Winter Olympics, it's just all some form of being cold and trying to get down the hill as fast as possible. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes like, as stylishly as possible, but
whether it's luge, some ski situation,
yeah.
You know.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Or there's flat skiing with cross country stuff where you're just
that shit looks horrible.
Yeah.
Where they just are done and they're like collapsed at the end. It's like a fucking marathon. I'm like,
oh my God.
Looks...
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
you're
the
running
one
a marathon,
where
a slippery marathon.
Yeah. Where they're like, is that the same thing where they're trekking and then they take a break and like shoot stuff?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, looks fucking hard. And
it's
I hate
weird.
It.
We don't watch any of it even in the background, but we don't really we like sit down and watch TV. Like there's nothing ever on really in the background for us. And I don't know why this was on the other day. I don't even know how I watched it. Pete was like waiting for the Super Bowl or something. And I walked in and I'm like, what is this? And it was the mono sled.
It's like the bobsled. It's like
it's like
the
a one team bobsled. Yeah. It's like solo bobsled, the mono sled. It's one person, and it was the women's mono sled, which this is the first year it's ever happened. And I just happened to catch the last two runs, which were both the U.S., and we won both. Like both.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Or I had just missed the first U.S., then it was Canada, then it was U.S. again or something. But we won gold and silver, which was very fun. Canada won bronze. It was great.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So that was fucking cool, but that's all I watched.
We're big fans of curling in our house. Like
I do know this about you and DJ.
Yeah, we've been curling before. Like it's very fun.
That's where you take the broom onto the ice and flick it around behind or in front of the. You sweep in front of the like disc, right?
The stone, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's big, heavy stone. It's fun. It's real fun to play to do it.
A drunk person made that up. 1,000%.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like, grab a broom. We're gonna see if we can get this rock over to the side of the pond.
We went curling one year for my birthday, and it was fun as hell. We went to a curling facility. It was great. DJ's greatest ambition in life is to be on the Olympic curling team. So
what's he doing? He needs to get in the rink.
He needs to get after it.
Yeah.
But I think he could do it.
I'm sure he could do it.
I don't know. There's some like pretty established names in curling here. They got pretty popular in the past few years here. So.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah. So Winter Olympics, meh.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
Meh. Yeah. But today, what we're talking about is not established events. I think we should bring back some more exciting events back into the mix, like ones we're going to talk about today. Events
exciting
that have been
or random?
Random. I mean, like where you're like, what the fuck is this when you turn on the TV? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like curling.
Curling, yeah, exactly. It's kind of in the same realm.
Yeah.
I think we could get some of these back in the mix and make the Olympics more exciting and or what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, these are what we're talking about today are all sports that have disappeared. Like these were Olympic sports at one time and are no longer Olympic sports. These have fully disappeared. Maybe some of these we haven't even heard of. Well, the ones we're going to talk about, we haven't really heard of most of these events, I would say. Some are very weird. There have been events like polo or croquet, lacrosse, motorboating, not that kind.
I wish that was an Olympic sport.
I wish. Holy shit. get like, oh my God, like get Michelle Visage's old boobs up in there. You know, they don't have to be attached to a human. Put them on a mannequin.
Yeah.
And let's just see how people do. That would be an event where it's like not the fastest to get down the hill. It's like style. You have to bring a style into it. And it
the
should
breaststroke, if you will. I don't know.
Also
the cold breast.
It's
That's
the
the
cold
winter,
breast.
the winter version of it.
Yeah, it's the cold breast of motorboating. And it should be choreographed to music, obviously.
Obviously. But yeah, what we're talking about are events that are real, like things that are real, but like either have been just discontinued because they were just not popular, or maybe dangerous, or you know,
boring.
or just dumb as fuck. So without further ado, we're talking about Olympic sports, quote unquote, that have been dropped from the Olympic
roster.
Okay, the first one I'm going to start with is called glimma. Now, this is a beautiful word. It's Glima. Glimma.
Oh, I feel like it sounds like a someone with a heavy Boston accent saying glimmer.
Oh, yeah, glimma.
Yeah. I don't want you wearing that glimmer on your eyes.
You're way too young for that. You can't go out. It's cold as hell. Take that glimmer off your fucking eyes. You look like a scumbag.
And no spaghetti straps. I don't know why. I sound more like Sylvester Stallone or something. Where's he from?
Boston accents are hard.
Yeah, they're hard. All accents are hard.
Four Bud Lights.
Yeah.
That's all I know how to say in Bostonian.
Why are accents so hard? In my head, I can hear it so well, and then I go to say it, and it doesn't come out right.
That's hard.
Anyway, okay, glimma,
whatever. What do we think this is? Upon hearing this word, what do you think this could possibly be as an Olympic sport?
Is it a summer or winter sport? Do you know?
It's hard to say. If I had to guess, I would say summer Olympics.
Oh, okay. I think it's like I think you toss like a metal frisbee. I think it's like a metal frisbee, but it was so dangerous because it's sharp. It's like if someone took the top off a can. You know, like you open a can and then the tops are very sharp.
And you scalp somebody with it, yeah.
And like they were just throwing it and it was like going into the judge's booth and people were maimed.
It's like axe throwing but with a disc. No, unfortunately that's not what it is. It's a glima is considered the quote Icelandic sport of national folk wrestling. I don't know how folk comes into it, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, because everyone's wearing like little suede shorts and like and their hair's in
and
braids.
playing a flute or something. Yeah, okay.
A fife.
Oh, sorry. So it differs from well-known wrestling, regular old wrestling, in a few ways. Not like WWE, but like the actual like
sport.
You know, the sport wrestling. The most obvious difference is that both competitors must always stand straight up, and then they must circle clockwise around each other. Okay. Sounds hot. The goal for each player is to get the opponent's body anywhere between the elbow and the knee to touch the ground. So this sport was demonstrated. It was demonstrated, not necessarily officially added to the Olympics, but it was demonstrated in 1912 in the 1912 Olympics. But the International Olympic Committee rejected its proposal for future competition. They took one look at this folk wrestling and were like, Icelandic folk wrestling, and we're like, you know what? No, we're gonna pass. We're gonna say no. It's a no for us, dog.
Yeah. Why do you think? Because it's so close to regular wrestling. They're like, what's?
I think so. Yeah,
like
it must be.
It's a more stringent version that's boring.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess the sport is still extremely popular in Iceland, and there's been an annual world championship competition since 1906.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's cool. Good for you, Iceland. I love Iceland.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Keep your traditions. We love it.
We loved it.
Keep it alive.
I don't know that I need to watch folk wrestling though.
No.
So thank you, IOC, for not including it.
I would watch it if like Maggie Rogers was performing during it or something. Like if there were,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like you know, whoever, Joni Mitchell or something.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Why not? Or Bjork. Bjork's just like singing in the background.
This is Icelandic folk wrestling.
That was a good Bjork
Was
impression.
it? It's
yeah.
the only, okay. I think I could do impressions and not accents. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, that was fun.
Okay, moving on to the next event. Korfball. Korfball.
So, hang on. We'll cut this out. Erin has something in her throat.
Korfball. Literally, it starts with a K. It's Korf. Korf.
It's spelled K-orf ball.
It's what the Kardashians pull out of their drain. Because it starts with a K.
Oh my god. It's how they sneeze. Korf.
Korf. Bible Korf.
Oh my god. It's what Kim calls Pete Davidson's wang. His Corfin balls. His Corfin balls.
I hate it. Don't let Kanye hear this. Oh my god. So this actually was a sport, an Olympic sport. It demonstrated. I don't actually think this was this is another,
it's another
one where
trial.
where they're like, hi, look at us over here. We're doing this thing. What do you think? Should we do it? Can we do it? Can we be in the Olympics? And I think so it was demonstrated in 1920 in Antwerp and 1928 in Amsterdam. And basically korfball is similar to basketball with two teams of 4 players competing against each other. And there's zones on the court, and there's an 11.5-foot post with a basket on top in each zone. So in each zone, the post is placed 2/3 of the way from the center line to the baseline. The sport is a mixed gender competition, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
Consists of 2 women and 2 men on each team. But like in basketball, the goal of each team is to score the ball similar to a soccer ball in size in the opponent's basket.
Okay, but this is funny because the basket's 2/3 of the way into each side, so it's in the middle. It's like almost in the middle of the court. Like, are you
it's
that's
very
so
confusing.
funny to me that you're like maybe going to the backside of the basket to try and make it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a Quidditch kind of situation or what, but it's a korfball situation.
Yeah.
There's 2 defenders and 2 attackers. The attackers can only stay in their opponent's zone, and the defenders must stay in their own zone and protect their hoop. So like, there's not as like there's no zone defense. You know what I mean? There's there is zone defense. There's no running back up and down the court as much if you're a defender, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah. So players,
it's like a goalie then in soccer where you just stay.
Yeah. Players advance the ball by passing. Running or dribbling with the ball is not allowed. So they're just like running and passing the whole time. And apparently there's been a world championship competition every 4 years since 1978. So it's like a thing that exists, I guess, still.
I mean, should you call it a world championship when just like a country is participating?
I want to know, is there any korfball leagues around us? I will Google that after.
Oh my God. We should find one and try it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't shit on it unless you're willing to try it. And I'm willing.
That's right. I'm willing. I love sports. I'm a sports person. Okay. This one's one of my favorites. Ballooning was an event.
That's a sex
or demonstrated.
That's
not blumpkining, ballooning.
No. I think it's like something to do with, there's like tubes and air and there's buttholes, and that's why they're like, we can't televise this.
Yeah. No, actually, it is very antiquated. So
Oh.
the year it was demonstrated was the year 1900
Oh,
in Paris.
I found some weird ones from that time too. I think they were doing, wasn't that right before the World's Fair? Or like
There,
around the same time?
yeah, there's like World's Fairs like around, yeah, like
Yeah,
at the
like,
turn of the century. That was like a thing that they just did every couple of
yeah.
years.
I feel like Paris was really trying to show off and do some weird shit, which I love
Well,
for them.
and this was like like probably one of the first like international, like official international Olympics, like
Mm,
the way that we have it now.
mhm.
Oh, this is actually the second ever modern Olympic Games.
Oh, okay, okay.
Was in 1900.
Cool.
So hot air ballooning was considered an Olympic sport. I
What?
guess I think they had it like as a sport.
Well,
Um,
that's yeah. I feel like that kind of makes sense because like you're navigating and it is like you have to know how to make the balloon go up and down.
yeah, you have to. There's some skill. There's definitely skill
Yeah,
involved, and it's like kind of dangerous and like. I don't know. You have to like have equipment and shit, but
yeah.
it was rejected for future competition after its for demonstration in France. So didn't actually
Mm.
officially make it into the Olympic game rotation. So what they would do is they would have people fly their balloons as close to possible as close as they could to a target,
Oh my.
and then drop a weighted marker as close as possible to the target.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So it's kind of fun. I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel like it's like a, I don't know. I would like to see it. I would watch it. I don't know.
it's
It
kind
seems
of like a
kind of,
shot put or something. Like
yeah, but they're just like floating in the
they're in a
air. So
balloon.
maybe it's like super boring and they're like, yeah, this is not.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I feel like maybe hot air balloons at that point were like starting to lose their luster. You know, like they were a huge, like that
yeah.
was such a thing for a long time. But maybe by then it's like, yeah, we've seen hot air balloons before.
Yeah. It's been around for like 100 years. Like, calm
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down.
Well, yeah. So that there was only the one demonstration for the 1900 Paris Games, and there's no record of which nations competed in those 1900 games.
They probably flew off with all the people in the balloons who like couldn't get them to land where they wanted them to land. They all
Yeah,
just
it was
kind of
just
floated away into oblivion.
yeah. I was like, oh God, this is so hard. We're like, they're like, we can't come back. Like the wind.
Yeah.
So just like, we're from Sweden.
Yeah.
What? Sweden. They didn't catch that. So
No.
because they were floating
No.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The next sport. This is so funny to me.
I
Tug of War.
Oh my God.
The
We don't even need
fucking
imaginations.
the fucking picnic ass game, Tug of War.
Fucking every corporate company picnic, people are out there playing this. Nobody wants to. It
Yeah, fucking have a potato sack race, Tug of War,
the
and a
egg
fucking
on the
dunk
spoon.
take. Yeah. That fucking
Fucking
Sharon from accounting is like lining up for.
yeah, the
Can't
one
wait.
the one at a time. Put your head on the baseball bat, spin around, and then run through the cones.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Tug of War was was I guess it was a Olympic sport in 1920, the
So dumb.
1920 games in Antwerp. You guys know what Tug of War is. It's where you have a fucking rope. And you have a team on each side of the rope trying to pull the middle marker of the rope
With the flag, yeah,
with the flag
across the line.
across the line.
Yeah.
And I guess it was played in the United States as an Olympic sport from 1900 to 1920.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
or not played in the United States, but played in the Olympics as
Oh.
a sport.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's 2 decades of medals, you know?
Yeah, I can see why it is an Olympic sport because it's a feat of strength. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
who and there's
It's a team sport.
we all watch Squid Games. on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sport that was like a game in Squid Game. And it's like there is a strategy to it. There's multiple ways you could win it, not just like brute strength.
But I feel like it's just so primitive and simple. It's like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tug
Boring.
of War. And it's like what you play with like on the like at the company picnic or
yeah.
on the playground as a
PE.
kid. So
Yeah, it's like a PE game.
it's just too funny.
It
so
takes the top layer of skin off your hands.
Yeah.
Like everybody gets burned, or you go forward and just like face plant into someone's butt or shoe or whatever. Like it's, oh God. And or sometimes I wonder if they did that thing where you make a mud pit and it's like the losing team also falls in the mud pit for extra embarrassment, you know?
No, they couldn't have made it that exciting.
They kept it straight up. Yeah, they're like, this is we're dignified here.
And apparently Tug of War is still a popular sport today. It's included in the International World Games and the Tug of War International Federation.
Doubt it.
Did not realize they had a federation. Whole ass federation for Tug of War.
I mean, I bet curling has a federation too.
Yeah, but that's like a legit sport.
Yeah, I guess. Allegedly. Okay. What about, okay, I found some too. I don't have the whole like background, but the standing high jump.
So you're just standing and then you just jump in the air?
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Imagine my surprise when I heard they no longer do this at the Olympics.
It's just literally measuring your vertical leap.
Yeah,
basically.
it's a vertical jump. And also though, okay, I do think this is fascinating because it is really cool to sometimes watch professional athletes do this in the gym where they like jump onto those boxes because it is like crazy.
Yeah, have a vertical leap is a very important thing for an athlete, but it's like that's just like part of the prowess of you know, of an athlete. So yeah.
And I think also like so they discontinued it in 1912 in the Stockholm Olympics. And I think the like you know, I don't think it's that exciting at some point because it's just like minute measurements. You know what I mean? So it's like this isn't that
like centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah. But there is a very cool story, and maybe this is something for like a later Patreon episode or something, but I don't even know that there's much to it besides what I'm about to tell you. But there's this one dude, Ray Erie. He was American. He dominated the sport. He was setting records. Like he competed in multiple Olympics. And I don't think he was bested before they retired the sport. He was like the penultimate standing high jumper.
Okay.
But even more impressive, this guy was in a wheelchair as a kid. He had polio.
Oh my God. Whoa.
And people were like, he's never gonna walk, you know, he is gonna be in a wheelchair forever. Dude, he fucking was like, no, I think I'm gonna try and, you know, walk again. And then when he did that, he's like, now I'm gonna be an athlete. And he did it. He was a track and field star in high school and college, and he dominated multiple now defunct events.
Wow.
Including, these are all standing jumping events, by the way. The standing high jump, the standing long jump, and the standing triple jump, which I would imagine is where you jump, 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 and see how far you could get, you know, with 3 jumps.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah. So he has like a very fun, cool story.
Amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Also, a lot of these, I don't think, I mean, like this next one, the 56-pound weight throw, I think your assumption on that would be accurate.
Oh, they're just throwing a 56-pound weight. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a shot put or
I think so.
A hammer throw or something, but that's very heavy.
Yeah.
56 pounds is
and very
like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, a 12-year-old. Yeah. They did it twice in 1904 and 1920. So it might have been one of those things where it's like a trial, you know.
Yeah.
This one, I would like to know what you think the javelin freestyle is.
The javelin freestyle, it sounds like a where you like do a cartwheel with a javelin and then throw it, or
some sort of choreography,
or a medical device. I don't know.
Oh my God. Or
like this
side effects of the javelin freestyle include constipation, anal leakage.
I mean, a javelin is something you don't necessarily want to freestyle with because it's like it's just a huge spear, you know?
Well,
And it's long as fuck.
I guess like you could probably freestyle with it, but maybe you're like not as in control of it if you're freestyling, you know?
You're
And
just doing some somersaults, and then you do a standing, fucking long jump or whatever, and then you throw it. I don't know.
Well, so they also got rid of the two-handed javelin, which also was retired in 1912. So the only javelin that exists still in track and field is the one-handed javelin. Throw. Yeah. Also, is it javelin or javelin? Javelin sounds like a drag queen.
It's javelin.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you know what Javelin told me the other day in the break room?
Oh my god, Javelin is such a cunt.
Javelin ate Ted's lunch out of the fridge like a cold-hearted bitch. And you know what? I love her for it because she is.
Oh my god. Javelin is that bitch.
Javelin is that bitch. Oh my god.
What else?
Okay. The dueling pistol shooting.
That was an Olympic sport. No, bitch. They could have only had this done one time, basically, right?
You're right.
Yeah. You can't. This is.
What do you think it entails?
Fucking dudes dueling each other, but like with blanks or something. I don't know. Like,
okay, yeah. Okay, so yes, it is. It was essentially a duel where they had to like fucking,
but with like fucking paintballs or something.
Like the modern day. So they were wax bullets. They were pistols loaded with wax bullets, and the competition involved two male competitors taking 3 steps and turning and shooting at each other. And they wore protective, and this was indoors, PS. They wore protective equipment for the torso, face, and hands.
They're like, let's take this thing that like actual people have died from, and
make it
turn
fun.
it into make it a sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, dueling! It's so cute. It's so cool.
Well, I think like fencing, like that was like fencing was dueling at a time, but like it became safe. They like made it safe so that it was like you're not actually stabbing somebody, you know.
That's true. But also there's just like something when like with guns, you don't even have to be close. Like there's no finesse. I feel like there's more of a finesse with fencing, and it's more of a like give and take, you know?
1,000%. Fencing is crazy.
Okay, solo synchronized swimming. Listen.
What do you synchronize with? You're not synchronized with it. You're just fucking thrashing around in a pool by yourself. You're not matching your movements with anybody. You're not synchronizing with anybody. That is not what that is.
Well,
that is a fucking like
an
those
oxymoron.
Are two opposite things. Yeah, an oxymoron.
Yeah. It's okay. It was active in 1984, 1988, and 1992, but obviously the IOC realized this was boring as fuck. And they were like, you can't even tell if they're synchronized to anyone. So it's just like we're judging them based on like the music they picked, and if we like it, I guess. Like you can't showcase the timing.
I feel like if you would have it now and you did your synchronized dance or your like solo dance to like wet ass pussy, like that would fucking work. People would be into it, you know?
You know why?
Because your pussy is literally wet.
I know. Okay, but here's also the thing. If it was interpretive dance, but in a pool, then you could tell if it was synchronized because they're acting out what the lyrics are saying. And so you could tell if they're behind. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do that. Yeah. I think we should ask for that because that would be great. I would watch that. I don't care what song it is. Like it could be that caught a vibe. Oh baby, are you coming for the ride? And you're like fake driving and like changing gears and acting like your hair's blowing in the window or whatever.
Oh my god.
Caught a vibe. It's like caught a vibe. And then it's like each chorus, the ride could be like one time it's a roller coaster, then it's a motorcycle, then it's a bike, then it's a unicycle. Like you could have so many interpretations.
I love it.
Okay. The men's sailors 100 meter. Go ahead.
Men's are sailing. 100 men's are sailing. 100 men's are sailing 100 meters. I don't know. Sailing, right?
Men's are sailing. No, it's swimming. It's the 100.
Oh.
It's the fucking. You have to be a sailor. This was okay. This was one of those things.
Nobody else is allowed to, like a regular
no
athlete isn't allowed to do it. Like you have to be in the Navy.
Okay, not only a regular athlete couldn't do it, you couldn't even be a sailor from any other country but Greece. This was the Greek Games. Okay. This was the Greek Games in 1886. And I wrote 1986. It was 1886. I think that would make more sense because they can't just be pulling this shit in the 80s. Okay,
it's like, hi, we're doing our own Olympics.
Yeah, they were like, okay, well, we're the hosting this year and we want to be like good hosts, but also we want to get a good amount of medals so we don't embarrass ourselves.
Only the Greek Royal Navy can do this though, okay?
Yes. They were like, and
I don't know.
I was gonna do Bont? What is a bont?
A bont cake?
A bont? Yeah, so they were like, yeah, we just need to make sure we get like a decent number of medals. We'll pad it with this event where only Greek people can win. And they did, and
you know what, I respect that.
I know, I respect it too. And the IOC was like, no, you can't do that moving forward, and nobody can either. And they were like, all right.
Okay, fine.
Well, it already happened. Okay. Just a couple more. So the next one is live pigeon shooting.
I mean, I know they're shooting at pigeons. It's pigeon shooting.
I don't think they're just like in a park shooting random pigeons. They're probably like releasing them into some area or whatever.
Is it like duck hunt, like from
like
Nintendo?
Skeet shooting, probably.
Yeah, I think that's
but
where
with
play
pigeon.
pigeons probably came from.
Oh,
Because they
bitch.
were like, okay, this is like not humane. We can't do this.
No, it was not humane. This was one of those 1900s Paris bullshits.
Yeah.
And where
they
were
anything went, where they're like had hot air balloons.
Yeah.
They probably had the pigeons and they were like shooting and they release it and they're like, oh shit, I think we just shot somebody that was in a hot air balloon. Whoops.
Yeah, exactly.
Chaos,
total chaos. And this was obviously cruel, and Paris was just like trying to do weird shit because it was like they were just like, we're art, we're Paris. And so athletes had to shoot as many pigeons as they could in an allotted time without missing 2 in a row. So like you could keep shooting as long as you didn't miss 2 in a row. And then at the end they would tally up all your pigeons. So the person who won gunned down 21 pigeons, which is a good name for a band, 21 Pigeons. And the entire event left 300 pigeons dead in the field.
Jesus Christ.
So fucked up, because all the countries have to go.
This is like before video games, so this is what people did.
This is their video games. But I do want to give a positive animal association after that because that's icky with the Paris 1900 games also, but they were doing the most in a fun way. And here's a fun fact. Paris that year also tried an event called poodle clipping, which was that they styled a poodle. People fucking... It's no surprise that it's not an Olympic sport anymore, but fucking people brought a poodle out. Everybody got their own poodle, and they were given time, and they had to style a poodle.
Bitch, I feel like the Paris 1900 Olympics were just like a fucking a smattering of just like ideas and brainstorms, half-baked ideas, where it was like, could we now make this a modern day fucking like reality TV show that's on like TLC or something, like where it's like instead of a cooking show, it's a dog groomer show basically.
You know
what I'm saying?
Home groomers. So like, I want.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have some ideas.
The great poodle
shave off. Okay. Fucking all I can think about since you said like what Paris was up to, this was a fever dream fueled by absinthe. This
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
This says
Cocaine,
this has,
absinthe.
oh my God.
Like they had it all.
This has the Green Fairy
Laudanum.
written all over it. It is,
Opium.
yeah, they're like, what if we fucking get a dog? And we cut his hair to look real cute and stylish. Très chic.
Très chic.
Très chic. And then we will fly in a balloon up into the air, and we will kill pigeons.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Okay, I got one last one and then we're done. Okay.
I can't wait. This looks good.
Okay, you guys, there used to be an event. It wasn't officially in the Olympics, but ski ballet was a real thing. There is video footage of this. Like, it was hot shit in the 80s, and they tried so hard to make it happen in the Olympics. It's a form of ballet performed on skis, obviously. It's very similar to figure skating, combining spins, jumps, and flips in a 2-minute routine choreographed to music. It was part of the professional freestyle skiing tours of the 1970s and 80s. And then an official FIS and Olympic discipline until the year 2000. But like it never became an official event. But they still let them do their like little demonstration at the Olympics, like off to the side of where actual Olympic events were happening, I guess. Like they were like, okay, we have like an actual like moguls downhill event. And then I guess you guys can do your little thing after that.
During intermission. You guys are intermission?
Yeah. In like the landing area afterwards. And I guess it became known as acro ski in the 1990s in an effort to legitimize its place among the competitive ski community, especially in the FIS. I guess it's like freestyle skiing.
Oh,
yeah. It's no longer a part of competitive freestyle skiing. Everybody like that is in that like world is like, please stop fucking doing this weird shit. I beg of you, go on to YouTube right now.
Yeah.
And please watch videos of this sport. It is aesthetically on the level of competitive aerobics videos where it's like, but like in the like people are in the fucking 80s like ski suits on their little skis, and they're doing like a full fucking choreographed routine to like the most 80s music you've ever. It is so fucking funny.
Let me tell you something.
It is so funny.
Let me tell you something. You could go to any ski hill right now and you could see ski ballet. It's called the Nutcracker, and it's when someone takes a spill on their skis and their legs go and their nuts crack on the ground.
It's me trying to get on and off the ski lift, okay?
Oh my God, I'm going to watch so many of those.
It's incredible. Incredible. I cannot believe it's not an Olympic sport. It absolutely should be, and fuck you to the Olympic.
To the IOC for getting rid of it.
IOC, yeah.
Look, overall thoughts, I guess. And the 90s are a perfect segue, and so is the ski ballet. I'm surprised that in the 80s and 90s there weren't events, because like it just felt like in the 80s and 90s this was something that would have caught on. But like I'm surprised that we didn't see Olympic competitions based around the Rubik's Cube. Like Skip It, Simon Says.
Oh my God,
like,
100%.
Right? Like, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like we should have seen more events that were based on new technology. And like, I'm shocked that we didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like, the 80s and 90s, they were like, weren't trying anything new. Like they were perfectly happy to capitalize on those ideas, but not necessarily introduce them into a traditional forum,
Yeah.
Which is why the ski ballet didn't work out.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was a time of Ronald Reagan and like quote unquote family values. So.
Right. So they're like, get this out of here because it's too new and we hate it.
Yeah.
Bring back dueling.
Yeah, bring back dueling. Bring back where do we shoot the animals again? Is that can we do that as a sport?
Yeah, can we do the pigeon killing? No?
Yeah. No. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the episode, I think. The Olympic sports that have been discontinued due to fuckery, I guess.
There's more,
There's
but these
tons.
were some of our favorites. And
These are the ones that tickled us the
oh
most.
yeah, tickle, fucking solo synchronized swimming. I've never heard of such a dumb idiot idea. It is just
truly
call it
stupid.
Swimming ballet or something like
Swim dance.
swim dance.
Dance swim.
But I do want to see interpretive dance in the
Yeah.
water. I think that would be fun. And I used to do that all the time when I would
Water
go to
dancing.
pools. Yeah, water dancing.
That sounds cool as hell.
Yeah.
I do love synchronized swimming in
Me
the
too.
Olympics.
It's fun.
That shit is awesome.
I love it on TV. Fucking that intro to was it
where it's like
yeah, was it the second Austin Powers and they're like synchronized swimming?
Ugh, I love it.
And he comes out of the middle. Oh.
It's so good.
All right. Well,
anyway, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Are you an Olympic athlete or do you think you should be?
Oh my God.
Based on what we've told you.
Oh my God. Erin's teasing. We're going to record our Patreon episode next, and it's the bonus episode, and it's going to be about a woman who swindled ? The Olympics.
Scammed?
I have
Definitely.
some questions. Yeah. I don't know. I have my opinion of her changed throughout the research.
Always
so
does.
TBD.
Yeah.
Always does.
Yeah, you too can be an Olympic athlete if you follow these steps in our Patreon episode.
Oh yeah, we'll give you hot tips.
Yeah, literally you will learn how to loophole your way into the Olympics.
That's why I think DJ can do it.
I think he can too.
You just need to find a loophole.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, listen, if your goal is to win an Olympic sport, that's a different story. But if it's just to be and participate in the Olympics, look, you can do it.
And be forever after heretofore known as an Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
That's like something that happens. It's like once you've been in the Olympics and competed in the Olympics, you have like a little moniker when people refer to you.
And
I did not know that, but it's
like
it's
president. Like you're always
doctor, former
doctor.
Olympian, or I guess anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast everywhere.
Visit
go to our website.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go to the website and you can find information on the Patreon there. It's DTFUpodcast.com. Patreon is patreon.com/DTFU podcast. Pretty much DTFU podcast, all the places for all the things.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And listen here, stay excellent to yourselves
And each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.